And you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something. Yeah, well, all you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me if you wanna be something. That's right. Let's go. Yeah, when you're feeling down and you're out, like you got nothing but doubt, you're alone in the crowd, just trying to figure it out. All of this cloud and this money got you feeling left out. Listen up to me now, every word that's out of my mouth. Wake up, it's me. You gonna follow your dreams, or are you just gonna be another cog in the scene? You feel the hope in this beat, yeah, the hope that you need to proceed and be exactly what you wanted to be. I feel right and I'm proud, hype and I'm loud. I'ma shout all about how I feel in the now. Ain't nobody ever gonna try to change me till I'm dead, pushing up daisies. I'm alone in the crowd, I won't feel down. I got hope right now, and I know I'll be found. I don't really care just what all other haters gotta say. I know everything I do is gonna make them fade away. And when you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something, yeah, well, all you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me if you wanna be something, yeah, then all you really need is hope. Let's go, yeah, it's what you need when you're down, need when you're out. It's what you need when you're sad and when you feel left out. You feel an energy drought and then creeps out, but with a little bit of hope you can figure it out. Keep your head high even when you're down inside. Through the pain you fight and through the painful nights you keep striving, keep trying, keep driving, rising, keep thriving, surviving. Nothing's in your way but yourself, don't need nobody's help. You can make it through this hell, take it one step at a time, one step as you climb. If you fail you'll be fine, get back up to the grind and never lose sight of your mission. Be driven, this life is a prison if you don't have vision. You're in it to win it, so get it, don't miss it. Your chances now, so be something somehow. Don't let yourself down. That's right. Sometimes all we really need is hope.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Mallory. Hello. Merry Christmas. Hi, Roberta. Merry Christmas. Hi, Levy. How are you guys? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you all had a festive holiday. And to those of you who, maybe had something like this going on, Savanah Soto, who is missing, my prayers are out to all of the families of the missing loved ones that are out there all over the world. And those of you who have lost your loved ones, my thoughts and prayers have been with you folks all day today. And I will tell you, that's why I'm coming on to do this. Originally, I was going to do a fun, like, happy Here's Christmas live, and I cannot stop looking at this case. I can't stop looking at this story. Please put a 1 in the chat if you have already heard about Savannah, or if you haven't, put a 2, because I'm curious how many of you guys haven't seen this, because this just happened over Christmas. Yes, Mallory, she is the one who is scheduled for an induction, and she missed it. She's already overdue with her baby, and she had been scheduled for an induction. Her family, her side of the family, allegedly showed up at the hospital because she's supposed to be there having her baby, and she wasn't there. At that point, the hospital called and reported her missing, essentially things like that. And so from what I'm understanding at this point, the neighbors of Savannah have been talking to police. This is in San Antonio, Texas. Those of you guys, sorry I didn't say that right off the bat. And so her neighbors started talking to the police, telling them that they had been hearing screaming throughout the evening, someone screaming for help and different stuff like that. Now, if you are in San Antonio, some people are saying that that is not that uncommon, and so that's why the neighbors didn't immediately reach out for help, or call police or anything like that. San Antonio is a very much so mind your own business type of state. And so that's why I guess, it's one of those places where people don't ask, don't tell, don't say a word. And I hate that places like that exist. But so this is the situation. This young lady is missing with her boyfriend, who she is 20, or sorry, She is 18, he is a 22-year-old male. Savannah is been missing since December the 22nd. She is 18 years old, Hispanic Latino. She has brown eyes, light brown hair. She weighs 154 pounds, 5'2". She has no glasses, no scars, no tattoos, and she was last seen in San Antonio, Texas, the Leon Valley area. And so what we know is her and her boyfriend are both missing. Now, I'm reading and seeing a lot of different things. There have been posts alleging that they are fine, completely fine, and that she is just hiding from her family. Could that be possible? Absolutely. At 18 years old, she is able to do what she wants, but she is considered a high risk pregnancy. And at this point, the Department of Public Safety in Texas has officially issued a clear alert, which means that they believe that she is in imminent danger and that her disappearance is involuntary. And so this tells me that they have reason to believe that she is not, in fact, safe and that she is not just somewhere hiding from her family. It's not very often that a pregnant woman will choose to stay pregnant, especially if they are already past due, already scheduled for an induction that she did not show up to. And so this is what we're going to be diving into a little bit today to hear a little bit more about the details of this case and what exactly is going on. It's really concerning. Someone has been going on and deleting the TikToks and things like that that she has posted in the past, but she has several TikTok videos where you can see obvious bruising on her body, where it looked like that maybe she had fingerprints in her arms and different stuff like that. Now, her mom posted alleging that she is missing with her boyfriend, and she referred to the boyfriend as no good. We have seen her siblings and things like that posting, or relatives, I guess I should say, her relatives posting things like that the boyfriend has been extremely abusive to her over the past. But then you have his side of the family coming out and saying the exact opposite. They are standing up for him and trying to say, well, yeah, he maybe did some shady things to make money, and he doesn't have the best. I don't know how to even phrase this. That maybe he's not the most up to standards type of guy, but he would never hurt her and he would never hurt his unborn child and things like that. And so, you do have his family sticking up for him, but I just feel bad because you see that a lot. You see a lot where the the perpetrator's family sometimes sticks up for him. And at this point, he, as far as I know, is missing, quote unquote, as well. Although I don't see a clear alert for him. They are issuing this clear alert for her, though. Yeah, Sarah Jean, you've been following this and it's not looking good. I'm just going to keep praying and keep hoping that she is fine. Exactly, Mallory. She can tell the police that she is alive and still not tell her family where she is. Hi, Cami. How are you? Casey, you live about 2 hours from San Antonio, Texas. Very interested in this case. It's blowing up. I've been looking through every Facebook post, every single one. And you guys know how I am about speculation and stuff like that. And I'm extremely concerned, having gone through domestic violence type situations myself in the past. Whenever I was 18, 19 years old with my son's father, I know what that life is like. His mom would have described him as an angel as well. Um, and he was about as dirt and as dirty as it could have been. And so it's just nobody can love a boy like their mom, I guess, right? And so it's hard to necessarily take a mom saying, "Well, my son's a good boy," doesn't necessarily mean that he is. I mean, Brian Laundrie's mom stuck up with him all the way through the bitter end too. So, doesn't mean that he didn't hurt this girl, which we don't know. She could be fine, but who misses their induction date? Who just so happens to have screaming and yelling reported by the neighbors the night before your induction date and then don't show up? So let's take a good look at a couple of these news articles, though, about this. This one is from Ken's 5 News. This is from December the 24th, which is yesterday evening, and so let me show you guys this article. Just
Nicole Soto. Her mother says she was a week past her due date and set to be induced last night, but never showed up to the hospital.
Mommy, please come home. No one's going to judge you. No one's going to say nothing to you. I just want you to be home.
KENS 5 reporter Megan Reina with more on this mother's plea for her daughter and her unborn baby to come home.
Vanna was just so happy because she was going to be a mommy. It breaks my heart.
Gloria Cordova says her daughter Savanah Nicole Soto was ready to be a mom. She last spoke with her Friday afternoon. She was set to be induced 6:30 Saturday night, but by Saturday afternoon, Cordova couldn't get a hold of her
I
daughter.
went by there and knocked and knocked and knocked, and she wasn't answering.
She wasn't at her apartment. Her phone appeared dead.
When we got to the hospital, they said that she wasn't there.
She filed a police report with Leon Valley Police. She says something seemed off and they couldn't get a hold of her boyfriend either.
We don't even know what happened. I mean, it could be anything.
This comes at a time while Cordova is still grieving the loss of another child.
It's hard. It's just like one after another.
Last year, her 15-year-old son was killed. Now, on Christmas Eve, she has no idea where her 18-year-old daughter is.
It still hurts. Because like I could tell my kids I'm not complete. I'm not complete, and not with my daughter. I don't have my daughter.
She's urging anyone with any information to come forward.
It was raining hard last night, and the first thing that came to my mind, I couldn't sleep, was, where is she at? Is she thrown somewhere? Is the baby still in her stomach? Is she at the hospital? And I know wherever she's at, she's thinking of where my mom is.
And here's another look at Savanah Soto. If you know anything about her whereabouts, call the Leon Valley Police. We have that contact information on our website, kens5.com.
So here's the thing with this. If she would have gone to, because some of the rumors, like I said, are saying that she is safe, she is at another hospital, she is just not talking to the mom. See, I'll rewind back to the beginning, and I explain all of that. Just watch on 2 times, you'll catch up really quick. I've only been live for a few minutes. But so if she was hiding in another hospital, like some of the rumors are saying, and if she was pretending to or just not wanting to talk to her family for some reason, some type of family feud or something along those lines, right? If that was the case, the Texas Department of Public Safety would know that. They would know that she was checked into another hospital. They would be able to get that information because HIPAA laws, yes, they can't tell that information to family, blah, blah, blah. However, the police can find out where you are, right? The police can look into that information. They would not be issuing a clear alert for this young lady if she was somewhere having her baby and safe in the United States. Now, could she have went to Mexico and had her baby or something along those lines? Possibly. But here's the other side of this. So the other rumor is, so here we have 3 different possibilities. Possibility number 1, she is safe somewhere having her baby, maybe baby under an assumed name, maybe in Mexico. Possible, right? Possibility number 1. Possibility number 2, something happened that evening with her boyfriend who allegedly has been abusive to her in the past. The neighbors heard screaming, somebody yelling, "Help me," and things like that, and then they disappeared. Could he have unalived her? That's possibility number 2. Could he have hurt her and not wanted to take her to the hospital until her bruises were better? Absolutely. I hope that's not the case, right? I hope that this isn't a situation like that. Sure. Now, possibility number 3, because they are both allegedly missing. Um, Possibility number 3, his mom came right out and said, that he basically sells drugs. I mean, his mom just put that information out there all over the internet. Like, listen, my son does what he has to make money for them. I think somebody kidnapped them because of this situation. Sure. So are we looking at a situation where the Mexican cartels and things like that could be involved because of some type of drug and substance issue going on in this situation? And so they could have taken her and him out of this home in the middle of the night. Could they have went to go meet somebody to sell some product and something gone awry? Yeah, that's possibility number 3. And so we're left in these possibilities, but what are the chances that on the same night that there is some type of argument that neighbors took note of this argument and took note of somebody yelling help me and took note of all of that information? What are the chances that on that very same night they would go to meet somebody to sell some product or something along those lines and bam, get kidnapped on the same night that she just so happened to leave her purse, her phone, all of her information, her bags for the hospital, all of that was still at their home. What are the possibility? What is the chances of that happening? And so that's the 3 possibilities really that we are looking at. I'm hoping that it's number 1. I'm really hoping and praying that there is a situation where maybe they did just leave the house to go do something. That's what I'm hearing, Casey, that they were seen on video footage leaving the apartment together that night. I've heard that too. It's really hard. It's really hard to see that being a what type of coincidence would that be that they would leave this apartment together and get kidnapped on on like the day that she is getting ready to be induced. It's mind-blowing to me. And so I don't know. I don't know what we have going on here, but what I know is that this young lady's face needs to be absolutely freaking everywhere because she is already a week overdue. Actually, more than that now because she's been missing for several days. Once you get past 2 weeks overdue, that starts to be dangerous for mom and the baby. And we have this whole situation going on. So let me show you guys a couple more of these articles. I didn't even realize I had that video covered that whole time. Hold on. Okay. Let's see what this one is. I guess it's the same one. Sure is. Okay. So it says pregnant San Antonio teen missing after failing to show up at the hospital. Pregnant San Antonio 18-year-old girl has been reporting missing after her mother says she was scheduled to be induced but failed to show up on Saturday, December 23rd. She was a week past her due date when she was scheduled to be induced. Gloria said the last she heard from her daughter was on Friday, December 22nd, and is worried about her safety. She could not find her daughter at her apartment prior to the scheduled appointment and reported her missing. At the hospital, she never showed up. She said something seemed off. She told Ken 5 that her phone was dead and police could not get a hold of her boyfriend. So Matthew Guerrera, which is to she identified him to My SA. My SA reached out to police to confirm whether a missing persons report had been filed for him. Cordova said on Monday, December 25th, there have been no updates in the search for anyone. That's just it. So let's see here. I have his Facebook video. So this is a guy who has been going out and he is in the area. His name is Albert Flores. He was there searching and looking around in this area for them. So I'm going to take a look at this video.
Today's Sunday, the 25th, Christmas. This would be the parking lot where Matthew and Savannah would park their car here. And if you go out that way, make a left, you'll hit Grisham Road. Address is 6007 Grisham Road. This is building 4. where they were last seen at. Their residence is right there at the corner on top. So as you can see, I got cards on some of the doors. I've talked to some of the neighbors. And I believe maybe the families made entrance to the side there to maybe that's how they knew that she had her bag and stuff ready. Across the street is a different, I guess, apartment complex. But you know, I've talked to everyone I can here. I believe that would talk to me. There's only one lady that I think she's gone for the holidays, and you see the card there with there's a ring camera. I believe that ring camera caught the vehicle that we need to be looking for. You know, there's skepticism, you know, as far as you know what type of vehicle. You know, still the color. You know, I was told it was a dark green by the father. I was told it was a dark gray, a beige color. Got the VIN number, ran the VIN number. The VIN number actually says it's a gray colored car. 2013 Kia Optima had at one time had hard plates on it, but it's got issued a temporary plate, which are paper plates, and it's 1/1 of 24 that it'll expire. And this is the entryway up to Grisham Road, and there are cameras, CCTV cameras up here, which it's been closed since I got here because of the holidays, right? So I haven't been able to talk to anyone. I'm pretty sure the detective working the case for Leon Valley's probably got something already, but there's cameras on the building. This, I guess, is a community center here.
So it doesn't look like they would have cameras of her necessarily walking out to the vehicle if that first camera was down around the corner. So they might have cameras showing her in the vehicle, it looks like, if she was in the vehicle with him leaving, but not necessarily the walk out to the vehicle and things like that. So, no, see, I don't believe that the video of someone screaming has anything to do with her. I did see that on the Facebook page, but I don't think that that is, um, like, is part of this. So, so this is San Antonio, Texas.
And there's also cameras at the beginning. So you know, we know that they're missing for a fact. No contact. The phones are off. She was supposed to have, you know, induced labor, as everyone knows by now, right? Valencia lost is where I'm at, but you know, it's coming to play where people are saying a Cadillac, right? And that lady with the ring camera, that's why I need to talk to her, right? She would know that. 11 a.m. One said 5 a.m. The next person said 11 a.m. Broad daylight. Seen him leaving, getting into a Cadillac. And but you know, my question is, okay, if they were getting in a Cadillac, then where was his car at? Where's the 2013 Kia Optima, right? So had a lot of people, had a lot of Hood News peeps help out, you know, with you know, trying to get a hold of the family for me to be able to talk to the mother Gloria. I actually run up on the father out here while I was taking some pictures of the address, and you know, taking pictures of cameras. And there's a camera on the utility pole. Those cameras coming in, right? So there's got to be footage that we just ain't getting yet, right? Because of the holiday season, because people are taking off for Christmas.
I was just kind of thinking about too, like there is a lot of cameras. Hi, B Tim. There is a lot of cameras of them if they would have been leaving. Would somebody have really abducted them and come onto this with all of these cameras in that area? I don't think so. If the abduction would play any role into this, then they would have had to have been going to meet someone, for example, in my opinion, in order to be abducted. But then here's the other situation. What about the possibility could they have gotten into a car accident somewhere? I mean, that's always a thing too, because we have seen that before where people have thought, horrendous things have been done to someone, or that, loved ones could have been involved in things like that, and then later on their car is found, off the side of a road somewhere. And so that's a possibility too. Whatever is going on, whatever the circumstance, her face, like I said, has to be out there. Her face, this vehicle that they are supposed to be traveling in, all of it. So this is the 2013 Kia Optima that he referred to on this flyer that the clear alert went out. And this is the Department of Public Safety from Texas put this one out. Now you hear this man referencing a oh goodness, what did he call it? Was it a Mercedes? He references another vehicle because it's said that they were seen getting into another vehicle. And so my thought process is that maybe a mistaken identity? Did somebody see them, quote unquote, get into another vehicle that has nothing to do with anything? Because the Department of Public Safety with this clear alert is listing the Kia Optima, not whatever other vehicle.
But I ran up. He ran up on me and asked me why I was taking pictures and was I a maintenance man. And we talked, and so I've talked to him. I've talked to Gloria. I've talked to the Streets, which is Matthew's older brother. We've been communicating as well. Um, as far as anybody else coming out here looking for them, I haven't seen anybody. People say they're gonna come, but we just don't have a specific area. So if you go down Grisham Road here, uh, his grandmother stays not too far, 4.5 miles away from here. It's where the car was registered at. That's where he got his mail at. I already went there. She and I understand, they're not gonna talk to me. They feel like they just want to deal with the police. Also, all they want to do. Would the police handle it? We don't want to talk to anybody else. Please leave. And that's all I can do, right? Is offer somewhat of the help that I have and willing to, be out here, willing to latch on to anything and try to see if any lead leads to something else, right? Which has been unsuccessful. So brought me back here. After I've been riding around, I've been going through different roads. It's a lot of dirt roads, cell tower sites, utility uh, easements that have access to these limestone roads that go up and down through these little creeks. There's a bunch of parks around here. Uh, Went to one park this morning, which I was there last night. It was pretty dark. Went there this morning. There was a police officer, and I just let him be. He was asleep, so I let him be. I was gonna ask him something, but it wasn't really relevant. I don't think he would have told me anything anyway. So, but this is where we're at, and I mean it's kind of cool out here and breezy, nice summer day, but we're not getting anywhere, not getting any answers. So I'm trying to see what else I can come up with as far as a lead. Um, so that's where I'm at.
I don't know, Mama Bear. That's like the question of the day. Like, that law enforcement is just not being conclusive about what exactly is occurring as far as who went or where they went or if they went. Information unfortunately not being shared to us. What we do know, like I said, is that they're missing. They are missing. Let me see if I can find I'm gonna find this other post again. This is one of those ones that's moving so fast on Facebook, especially, with, like, post after post, and, so originally, there was a lot on her TikTok, and somebody went on and deleted a ton of videos on her TikTok, so I'm not sure if she was deleting videos. I'm not sure if somebody who had access to her account went on and started deleting videos. It's really, really difficult to know who exactly was doing that. Now, obviously, police would be able to see who was accessing and from where. They'll be able to see, the text history, the phone call history, any social media history, and things like that, especially if it took place from her phone. Um, but it's going to take time. It's going to take a ton of time. It's a scary case, though. I'm curious with what little you guys have heard, you know, what are your thoughts on this? Like I said, they have now issued the clear alert. She is a week overdue. She was scheduled to be induced at 6:30 p.m. on Saturday night, and it's just not good. I got to find some of the screenshots of the fights going on between the families. It's really disturbing, and I understand wanting to stand up for your family, right? Wanting to make sure that stuff is okay and that everything's going to be fine, but it's really, really hard to not point fingers at this one because it's very, very and it's alarming. So one of the responses, because his mom shared, she said, "If anyone knows my son, Matthew, and his pregnant girlfriend, they're missing. I know my son, he wouldn't do anything to hurt her." And I believe she says, hold on, let me pull up the original post. Let me pull up the original part of the post. She says something along the lines of she knows that he would never do anything to hurt her. Oh, did she delete it? Let me find it here. I'm sure it's in these screenshots. Here it is. If anyone knows my son Matthew and he and his pregnant girlfriend are missing, I know my son, he wouldn't do anything to hurt her. She is due to have baby. Her things were left behind. She packed for the hospital, including her purse. The neighbors said they heard Savanah screaming for help, and the next morning they said they saw them get into a Cadillac. And so that's the vehicle that everybody keeps referring to, that Cadillac. My son's phone says the caller is unavailable and their car is not at their apartment. As a mother, I know my son and his girlfriend were taken against their will because my son does what he does for money. He is not an abusive boyfriend. And so this is where I was saying, like, she flat out puts out there, that he is doing stuff that is not above board for cash. So that's always a possibility, the drug aspect side of things or whatever it is that he is doing for money. It's envy, and those who hate on others who don't need anyone. They have something to do with my son and his girlfriend missing. Please help. If anyone knows anything, let me and his brothers know. Now, his brother did just do a live, I want to say about 2 hours ago. I'm not going to play it because of the amount of swearing and things like that goes on inside of that live stream. But it is interesting if you guys want to watch it. It is linked in this Find Savanah Soto discussion group on Facebook. But he gets pretty passionate in defense of his brother. And so that's what I mean. Like his family is trying to stick up for him. But then you have stuff like this going on where this is her sister-in-law, and she says, "BS, your son beat TF out of my little sis-in-law and always put hands on her while she was pregnant. We'd see marks all over her when she came home with her face broken and her eyes shut. She wouldn't come around. Your son brought whatever happened to her and our nephew onto them, and for that we gonna talk our S word." His own brother said Matthew was abusive when he was texting my bro-in-law. So what? The neighbors have already gotten statements of her yelling and screaming for help last night. Obviously, you ain't know your son for real, but we all know WTF he did to her. Out of here with that because we all let it out. And then his mom comes back in one of the other statements and she says, "Well, I don't even know him like that because she doesn't take." People were calling her out because she kept referring to it as the pregnant girlfriend and the baby instead of her grandchild, and pointing out how disassociated she was from Savannah and from her potential grandson and things like that. And she says, "Well, I didn't even raise him like that, you know, she his grandmother raised him," and things like that. And so she really doesn't know. She really doesn't know from what I'm seeing in these posts what type of behavior he would have and what type of different things that he may or may not do to Savannah. And so that's alarming to me. But then people are showing these different pictures from her TikTok. Let me show you guys this. This is just recently on her TikTok, November the 16th. You can see clear bruising that looks like somebody could have grabbed her. Now, being pregnant, could she be anemic? Could she just bruise easy? I know whenever I was pregnant, I was so anemic. If I bumped into something, I had bruises. But, people are pointing out different things that look like obvious bruising, like here on her chest. And so it's just one of those things where, was this a horrible domestic violence situation? Is Savannah safe somewhere? That's the question that we have to keep asking. And so on this Christmas day, this family is terrified for her well-being, terrified for this sweet baby boy. So I wanted to bring this to you guys' attention to please, please pray for this family. Pray for Savannah. And if you're in the San Antonio, Texas area, even if you're not, if you know somebody in this area, please help get her face out there, spread the word, and help share, share, share. I mean, she was excited. She was ready to have this baby. She was so ready, you guys. Already past her due date and ready to be induced. And just gone. Just gone. And so, like I said, the police are saying that they are looking for that Kia Optima, which is his vehicle. They're not saying anything about a Cadillac, which is what they originally said, like the family was saying. And so keep looking for that Kia Optima. I'm trying to find some of these. Just different things. Look at him. He's always showing off like these stacks of cash and stuff like that in these videos. They had different posts that they would put up that was alleging the different things that they did for a living. He wasn't secret about it. And so that's where, the whole, could this be something cartel wise or drug wise coming into this as well? There is still that possibility that he could be a victim of something too. We're not seeing a missing report for him. We're just seeing her being reported missing with that clear alert. So, I don't know, guys. This is a scary, scary one. Yeah, such a reality check. This madness goes on no matter the day. Right. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But I don't know. Sorry, guys, if I trying to just make sure that I get as much of the information out there as I can. Like I said, I've been digging into this. I've read so many posts. I can't even tell you all of the different speculation and stuff like that that I've read, because it's just been so much, so much. So this is a post. This one just came not too long ago, 36 minutes ago or something. This one's saying that her cell phone is gone. So it said we did a welfare check, cops went in, everything was normal, her hospital bag was there, everything. So this one's saying her cell phone is gone. Whoever said that is not true. That's the first thing we did. I wish I could see the rest of that conversation. Her phone isn't at home. Her phone is gone too, and his got disconnected yesterday. So it says she didn't leave her phone at home. Update. His brother said in live that he texted her phone and someone started to write back and stopped. Someone needs to tag her family in that live. So they're saying that her phone's not there. Somebody hit him up on Telegram and he responded. So I don't know what's going on. If they are safe, that's best case scenario. I would love to find out that she is just having some type of dispute with her family and she just didn't want them involved in the baby's life or something along those lines. It sucks for the family, but that's best case scenario because she is alive and healthy somewhere. But this is what concerns me. This is not her family. This is not her friends. This is the Texas Department of Public Safety saying that she is in imminent danger or that her disappearance was involuntary. This is what's important. This was just issued at 4:01 p.m. That in Texas is an hour and 12 minutes ago that this public safety clear alert was officially issued. This tells me that she is not just hiding out somewhere. She is not gone on her own. And so share, 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 get it out there freaking everywhere. I know, yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. So, I'm gonna jump off here though, you guys. I just wanted to pop on, say Merry Christmas, and please, share Savannah's name, get her face out there as much as you can. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Do all of the things, and let's pray that this baby and this mama can get home safely wherever they are. So, love you guys. I hope you all had a good Christmas. I really do. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.